Welcome to Game Out Gaming. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing out there today? Welcome to Game Out Gaming. This is Mark Quiz, and today we have had one of our major updates for Arc Raiders, and it's a lot of excitement. So we're about to go over some of the patch notes that was released, see the changes and updates that they've implemented, and see what we got. Before we do, make sure you guys hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, or if you just have not already. Make sure you stay up to date with the latest news, tips, tricks, information, everything we have here at Game Out Gaming for Arc Raiders. And you can catch the gameplay every day at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So let's go ahead and get into this video. So now we have the Act 1 North Line. The North Line train has arrived. Prepare for extraction. Raiders, we've discovered a secluded research facility in the mountains, Stella Montes. Work to restore the tunnels has begun, and we need you to pull your weight. Now, what's new? The map, Stella Montes. The arcs are the Matriarch and the Shredder. So now, personally, I have seen the Matriarch. I actually just recently got off of a game to where I seen the Matriarch for the first time, and it is massive. So it's a great addition to see. Can't wait to go ahead and fight that along with the Queen. I haven't even fought the Queen yet, so I can't wait to dive into both of those. And yeah. So next up, the community unlock event. New items to discover, new quests to accept. Patch highlights. Now they've reduced character movement latency on server to improve the desync problem where it looks like you get damaged even after behind cover. Fixed an issue that prevented players from completing quests involving multiple objects or item collections with a single round. Fixed various achievements not working correctly. Players will need to redo some achievements with only one objective item. Example, destroy the Queen, while achievements with multiple objectives will only need parts of them completed again. Reduced delay between shooting at arc and seeing impact effects on the target. Fixed various locations where players could fall through the terrain. So I think out of all of these, the only ones that I've had happen to me was when it says reduce the delay between shooting at arc and seeing the impacts. I know that for sure. I've shot at the arc. I thought it was some type of lag issue or something that was, wrong with maybe the server or something, because I would shoot at one arc and then it'll be a couple seconds before you see the impact. So it's quite disturbing. But those are the fixes for the patch highlights. Now with balance changes, the items, the wolf pack, the value went from 3,000 to 5,000 coins. And for crafting, before it was 2 refined explosives plus 2 sensors. Now it's 3 refined explosives plus 2 arc motion cores. Okay. Now the arc motion core and arc circuitry to unlock. Now before it was refiner level 3, now it's refiner level 2. As for crafting, before it was 6 arc alloy, now it's 8 arc alloy. The launcher ammo, its value went from 100 to 200 coins. This doubles the trader cost for the launcher ammo, and the crafting 6 ammo. Before it was 5 metal parts plus 1 crude explosive. Now it's 4 metal parts plus 1 refined explosive. Okay. Now the spotter relay. Value went from 5,000 to 2,000 coins. Security lockers. Security lockers were over providing valuable items and have been adjusted. Y'all hear that? So if you got things right now, you better be lucky if you got them from the security lockers that were if you got some good items from the security lockers, because according to this, They were over providing valuable items, so they have fixed that. XP. They reduced XP per damage for 3 to 2 for the Bastion, the Bombardier, the Rocketeer, and the Leaper. Reduced XP for looting arc parts. Bastion is from 500 to 250. Bombardier from 500 to 300. So you got reduced XP for looting those parts, and also for increased XP for looting arc parts on the Rocketeer thruster from 200 to 500, and also the Leaper legs from 200 to 500. Now, content and bug fixes. Let's see what we got in the good stuff. The achievements. Fix various achievements not working correctly. Players would need to redo some achievements with only one objective item. Destroy the queen. While achievements with multiple objectives will only need parts of them completed again. For the animation, they fixed an issue where weapons were automatically slung when throwing grenades. Fixed an issue where weapons were sometimes hidden when using deployables. They've improved camera behavior to prevent clipping through walls and objects while jumping. For the arc, fireball enemies will no longer get stuck on security gates and will pursue the players accordingly. Fixed a bug where the surveyor's fleeing behavior could move it out of a playable area. Fixed a bug which caused some enemies to take more fire damage than intended. Well, I know those surveyors fleeing was a pest to me. They did move out of the area a lot. So that has been adjusted. For audio, they added a system default option for voice chat input and output devices to follow your operating system's default. Breathing audio has been adjusted for better balance between players with and without helmets. Breathing sounds are also less audible over distance. Added different audio effects to Scrappy while wearing various helmet cosmetics. Now, speaking of cosmetics, they fixed an issue where party members would initially appear with the base appearance. That was every game. Every time you invited someone and they joined, they'll always come out with the default character. Till after a few seconds, then it'll go to their actual character. But the maps, the dam battleground, they fixed locations in the dam where players could fall through the terrain. Fixed some collision issues on the dam where players could get stuck. I haven't had any issues to where I'm falling through the terrain, but I have had a lot of issues to where I'm getting stuck on almost every map. So we're Buried though. Buried City, they fixed locations in Buried City where players could fall through the terrain. Fixed various flickering and clipping issues in Buried City. Fixed some locations where players could get stuck in the subway station in Buried City. Spaceport, they sealed one of the rooms in Spaceport's departure building, making it require breaching to access. Now, the loot inside was adjusted to fit the effort required to enter. So they must have made it a little bit harder to breach. Well, you know, you got to do the breaching in order to get into that, but the loot should be a little bit better. Fixed an issue where certain doors could not be breached from the inside in the launch tower. Now, Blue Gate fixed an issue where players could get trapped in the Blue Gate control room. Hey, that's funny. I know where the control room is, but now if they get trapped in that control room, that's kind of hilarious. But yeah, if you're in the control room, it should be a button that you should be able to push if the doors go down, and you know, yeah. Now, for hatches, they fixed an issue where successfully entering a raider hatch did not grant immunity to damage and knockbacks. Hey, I'm glad they did that, because I know I've had that a few times where I'm going inside a raider hatch and a wasp will come in and electrocute me, take me out of the raider hatch. So also off of the now what's this, increase interaction distant for raider hatches. Oh, okay. I was gonna say also off of the panels when you're going down the elevators. When you're going down that, so many times they shock me or shoot me, the hornets. and then I get knocked off of the panel, got to start over. Now, for miscellaneous, they reduce character movement latency on servers to improve the desync problem where it looks like you get damaged even after behind cover. Reduce delay between shooting at arc and seeing impact effects on the target. Adjusted blueprint drop rates from Raider containers. Okay. So now, how did they adjust this? Have they increased the blueprint drop rates, or have they decreased? Because I haven't. I was finding a lot of blueprints, but I was finding a lot of the same blueprints over and over. So, did they make a change in that? What exactly was the adjustment? Interacting with probes, husks, Raider cache, etc. now counts towards looting containers objectives. They fixed an issue where you could not loot or knock out DBNO players on steep slopes. Field crafting selection now stays on the same item after crafting. Hey, that's a big one. That's a big thing. Movement. Vaulting is now smoother. UI. Added an inventory item menu option for splitting stacks. Added an inventory item menu option. So I haven't seen that. So if you can, when you split stacks, you can pick how much you want to go into certain stacks. That's nice. Remove thumb mouse button from the escape action in menus to prevent unintended back navigation when the button is bound to push to talk. Okay. They've added a confirmation message after submitting a player report to clearly indicate that the player report was received. Certain enemy salvage items will no longer auto-assign to quick slots when looted. Example, wasp drivers. Preventing unwanted quick slot fills. Prevent showing blocked Discord users in the social screen when the Discord integration is on. They changed the styling of some UI input hints. Okay. Now, under utility, fixed an issue where the blaze grenade trap could deal more damage than intended. Reduced, all that fire is deadly. If you've got lit by the fire, it's so deadly in here. You can't be in there. Oh my goodness. Reduced tick attachment time for the anti-tick field augment passive from 1 second to 0.5 seconds, a half a second. Fixed an issue where a prompt would get stuck while fighting off ticks at the same time as the anti-tick field passive being active. I've gotten that where it says it'll say fight off, fight off, but you've already got the tick off of your face, so you really can't do anything to get that fight off option off of your screen. But smoke clouds from items are now always visible at the same range as players. Fixed an issue where the trigger nade explosions could bypass the brief invulnerability when entering DBNO, causing instant elimination. Invulnerability now correctly applies on downing. Fixed a bug allowing players to use the snap hook to go out of bounds in the spaceport bunker. I swear, people always find a way to do something that you're not intended to do, that the game doesn't want you to do. For the weapons, they fixed an issue where firing while standing close to walls could cause bullets to veer sideways instead of following the crosshair. With quests, they fixed an issue that prevented players from completing quests involving multiple objectives or item collections within a single round. I feel like they've said that a few times. The Greasing Her Palm quest in Spaceport now includes more thrusters that will complete the objective. Okay. All right, and those are the patch notes that we have for today's update in Arc Raiders. All right, y'all, so there we have it. Now go ahead and let me know what your thoughts are in today's updates in regards to what we have. Now, what we have to do in order to get this new map that Stella Montes opened, it's a community effort. You have different resources that you have to donate, and once it's at 100%, then I'm assuming the map will be open. I'm not sure if there's any type of cinematics or anything, which would be cool if that's the case. but you have to donate things like some rubber, chemicals, metal, cloth. You know, donate as much as you can. The faster we donate, the quicker we'll go ahead and get that map open. Because again, I'm interested in seeing what this is and just what it provides. But like I said, I hope it's some cinematics once it does open up that goes along with it. They give us some type of like maybe storyline to what's going on there at the Stella Montes. But again, let me know your thoughts and opinions about today's updates. What it is that you like about it, what you didn't like. And we'll go forth from there. Leave all your thoughts and opinions inside the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But for me, I know in regards to the elevators and extracting, like I was saying before, when you're getting shot or when you used to get shot with either the Wasp, Hornet, bullets, or something, it'll take you off of the terminal, so you'll have to start all over. What I've been noticing since the update is it doesn't do that now. You still will lose life, but you won't get taken off of the terminal. So I think that's a good thing. And the queen, not the queen, but the matriarch, the matriarch, this thing is huge. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a challenge to take out, something that's very rewarding as well at the end. So for those of you who have the guts and the gear to go ahead and try that, take that out, try that. Get the Discord if you haven't already. And for those of you that's trying, and even the queen, any type of action or gameplay, leave it in the clip section under the Arc Raiders in the Game Out Gaming Discord. I would love to see what you guys are doing and how you're progressing out there. But me, I'm loving the PvP. I'm loving the PvE action. Like that boy Wolf said. Wolf said there should be more AI on the map. I'm not against that, because a lot of action also equals a lot of loot and a lot of opportunities. So, but again, right now as it is, it's still enjoyable and fun. But I'm not gonna take up too much more of your time. Go ahead and, like I said, leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section. If you're new, if you haven't already, make sure you guys like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you stay up to date with the latest news, tips, tricks, information, everything we have here at Game Out Gaming for Arc Raiders. And you can catch that gameplay every single day at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So set your clocks and watches, hit the notification bell and button, and do what you do. And we're going to do what we do here at Game Out Gaming. Appreciate y'all. Again, this is Marquez. Hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day, night, whatever time it is for you. But until next time, y'all, game out.